Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. I am Sheeta and this is Life with Sheeta. So we are here again today with another baking video. I have a sweet tooth late at night and I'm in here baking some cupcakes. We are baking lemon cupcakes with lemon Oreo filling with homemade buttercream icing. It sounds really sweet. It sounds like a lot, but that's what I want right now, so that's what we're gonna do. The first part we're gonna do is bake the cupcakes. So I have my bowl here. So in this bowl, we are gonna do the dry ingredients. And as you can see right here, I already have everything measured out, ready to go, because I'm ready to eat my cupcakes. So here we go. So we have a cup of all-purpose flour right here. We have a half a cup of cake flour. I wanted to kind of do both. I didn't want to use only all-purpose. We have 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder here. And if you hear that in the background, that is my oven preheating to 350 degrees. But it's 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm being silly because it's late. Okay, so we have a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Put that in there. And here we have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna whisk our dry ingredients together. Just whisk them up. Make sure everything is blended together. Alright, everything looks like it's blended pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is set my dry ingredients to the side. And I'm going to get my big bowl here. Okay, so I have my big bowl here, and now we're going to mix together our wet ingredients. Yeah. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to put in this bowl is going to be the sugar, which is 3/4 sugar, which is also equal to 12 tablespoons, which is what I have here. All right, everybody, so we have our sugar and our 1/2 cup of butter in the bowl. The next thing we're going to add in here is going to be a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. I'm spilling it all over the place. Yeah, that's how you do it. Spill it everywhere. I'm also going to add a tablespoon, or maybe like 1/2 tablespoon of lemon extract. I just really have this craving for lemon, and I want it to be very strong lemon flavor in my cupcakes. So I'm gonna do about 1/2. There we go. So now we're gonna blend this all up and see what we looking like. Okay. So I'm just gonna use my spatula. I'm gonna scrape the edges. I'm using this pretty big bowl because I'm going to end up mixing my dry ingredients into my wet ingredients. So, all right, so the next thing we are going to put in this bowl is going to be 2 eggs. So we'll be adding 2 eggs to the mixture. The next thing I'm going to do is add in the dry ingredients. So here we go. After you add in about half of your dry ingredients, you go ahead and blend it like I did. Then you're going to add in, and I'm just scraping down my edges right now. So the next thing we're going to add in is half a cup of milk. I am using almond milk. But yes, half a cup of milk. So here we go. And I'm going to blend this up a little. And then after I blend this up a little, I'm going to add the rest of my dry ingredients. Pause right there and just scrape the edges of my bowl and just bring everything down. So everything is well incorporated, all in together. Go through and blend again. Alright, everything looks like it's pretty blended, and we have this very light batter. So our next step is going to be to fill our muffin tins. I have lined my muffin pan up with liners, and I'm just going to scoop this out and put it in the liners. We're going to pop it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes, and then we'll see what it's looking like. Let me get my spoon. Alright, so I'm just going to use my little spoon, and I'm just going to scoop this out and then put it into the baking. Here we go. guys, so all of my cupcake tins are full. I'm about to pop this in the oven. My oven has been preheating at 350 degrees. So I'm gonna put these in there for about 20 minutes. Okay, everyone, so timer just went off. Cupcakes are done. This is what we're looking like. They smell so good. Very lemony. And that's what I wanted. So, what I'm going to do now is move these on out of our way. Without dropping. Okay, so the cupcakes are done. I moved them out the way. They're cooling down. So while they're cooling down, we're going to move on to the next step, which is going to be our filling, which is going to go inside of our cupcakes. So right here I have 3/4 cup of milk. You can use any kind of milk you want. I use almond milk. That is the milk I like to use. Next thing we're going to do is mix the pudding. I am not using lemon pudding. I am using French vanilla. And I'm going to mix this with this milk. And once I do that, I'm going to whisk it. Make sure it's dissolved. And then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for a few minutes while I prepare the other ingredients so it can set. Here we go. Made it hot in here. Alright, so we're just going to whisk it. So we're going to put this in the refrigerator, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Okay guys, so I have my bowl here. I did put my bowl in the freezer just to let it get chilled a little bit, because right now I'm finna to whip my heavy whipping cream. So right now, while my pudding is in the refrigerator, I'm going to take a cup of my heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to pour it in here, like so. And next thing we're going to do is going to beat this for a few minutes until it turns into whipped cream. Here we go. You know it did that, did you? So the next thing we're going to add to our heavy whipping cream is going to be 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Alright, so we're going to have this 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. And also to this mixture, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of lemon extract. And that's because I want these cupcakes to scream lemon, because I've been craving lemon for a very long time. So I really want to taste the lemon throughout the whole cupcake. And this is going to be the filling. So I'm going to put a teaspoon in there.
You're going to taste it.
And we're going to blend this up. which is our whipped topping. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my pudding into here. So we're just going to add it in a little bit at a time, not stirring it, but just kind of folding it in. Okay guys, so here we have our French vanilla pudding. As you can see, it's been in the refrigerator and it's pretty stiff. So what we're going to do is fold it into our whipped topping. So here we go. I'm just gonna add a little like here. I'm gonna add a little at a time and just fold it in like so. Good too. That look good too. And I just want to make sure I don't see any white streaks of the whipped topping that we made. Just want to make sure everything is pretty well incorporated together and mixed well. And it seems like it is. And you want to do all these steps while your cupcakes are cooling down. So by the time they're cool, everything's ready to go. Okay guys, so in my filling, I am using lemon Oreo cookies. I have my filling here. It's all done. It's complete. But I'm going to crush these up into very, very fine pieces. And then I'm going to add them into my mixture. And then that's going to be in the center of the cupcakes. So here we go. I can't tell you exactly how many I'm going to use because I just usually wing it. So you have to use your own discretion as to how many cookies you would like to use. That was a lot. That's all I can say. That was definitely a lot. So I'm gonna put these to the side. I'm gonna blend these up and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have my Oreos. They're chopped up really nice. I did not take the filling out of the center of them. I just kind of left it, just let it do its own thing, bring more flavor to the center of the cupcake. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dump them. I'm not going to dump all of them in here because I may have done too many to go in the filling. So I'm going to dump a little bit and then just fold them into the filling. Just like we did the pudding. Just fold it in. You want people to get that crunch when they bite into it, but that you don't want it to be super crunchy. You still, you know, you want them to get that flavor, but just not too much. Now we're going to pour this into our bag, our piping bag, and then I'm going to set it in the refrigerator until I'm ready to put it inside the cupcakes. Alright, so here's our bag with our goodness in it. This is our filling for our cupcakes. I put it in the piping bag. So now I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and just let it sit in there until I'm ready for it. Okay, so the next step to our cupcakes is going to be the buttercream icing. That's going to go on top. So this is about 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. I say about because it could be more. I think it is. But it's between 2.5, 3 cups of powdered sugar. This right here is 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. I did zap it in the microwave a little bit because I forgot to let it sit out at room temperature. So I zapped it for a couple of seconds just to get it softened a little bit. So what I'm gonna do now is just dump it in here. All right. Now I'm going to take my lemon juice and I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons. And about a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Put it in there like that. All right, so now all we're gonna do is blend this together. We're gonna put it in our piping bag once it's all blended and nice and fluffy. And then we're gonna start assembling our cupcakes. So here we go. So the next thing we're gonna do is take our cupcake core. This helps makes the hole in the center of the cupcakes. And I'm just gonna insert it. You don't want to take it out, you don't want no hole at the bottom of the cupcake because that's no good. And we just gonna take that out. I'm gonna try this. Pretty good. The next step is going to be the filling. So here we have our filling. Okay, that's one way to do it. But you just stick it in the middle and we're just gonna squeeze, fill them up, and there we go. Okay, the next step, we're gonna take our homemade buttercream icing and we're gonna top the cupcakes with that. And then we should be good to dig in. Just want to make sure they're all full. Okay, here we go. All right. So the final thing I'm going to do, we have our filling inside. We have our buttercream icing on top. I'm going to take some crumbles of the lemon Oreos and I'm just going to sprinkle it on top and we are all done. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, guys, here we have it. Lemon cupcakes with lemon Oreo filling and homemade buttercream icing. They smell delicious. I did get a taste of a little bit of the cupcakes. I got a little taste of everything, but now I get to try it all together, and I'm excited and I'm ready to dig in. So here I go. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you do try this recipe, please let me know how it turned out for you. I'm pretty sure it's amazing. I'm about to try one myself. Make sure you come for the next video, and I will see you guys in the next one.